Hi everyone, I'm Catherine with GraCee Designs, and this is Mornings with GraCee. So today we're going to be learning a crochet stitch. I call it the corner stitch. That's what I was told many years ago when my sister actually taught me how to do this particular stitch. It's because we actually start at a corner and we work our way out and then we work our way back to make a square. I'm going to show you how to make the entire square. Speed it up a little bit in the middle so you don't have to watch me do every single row, but you'll get the main idea of how to do this stitch.
The supplies you will need is yarn, crochet hook, scissor, and a darning needle. The yarn type and crochet hook size will vary depending on your project. The first thing we're going to do is leave a little tail and make a slip knot. Then we are going to place the crochet hook into the slip knot. Chain 6. Then we are going to count backwards from the tail 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. We are going to do a double crochet in each of the chains. The chain 3 acts as a double crochet, so we will have 4 double crochets. That makes our first set of 4. The next thing we're going to do is chain 6 again. I'm using Knit Picks yarn. They come in all types of fibers, acrylic, cotton, wool. The link to their website is in the description below. We will then count backwards 3 chains again and do our 3 double crochets. I can remember having to call my sister when I would start a new project because I would forget how to start this pattern and make this stitch. But we'd stay on the phone and she would, talk me through it. Okay, now we have 2 sets of 4 double crochet. We're going to turn that first set and then we're going to find the space between that chain and double crochet, place the crochet hook through that hole, yarn over and make a slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 2. Next, we're going to do 3 double crochets in that same hole. And that hole between the chain 2 and the double crochet is where we're going to go into on each of the set of stitches. And there you see we have our corner. Now we're going to chain 6 again. And this is how we increase. Count backwards 3 chains, do 3 double crochets, 1 in each of these chains, and you'll begin to see how the project takes shape. And since this is a little bit of a tricky stitch, I have added written directions in the description below. Here we have our next set of 4 double crochets, and we're going to turn our work. Now we're going to find the hole in the stitch below and do that slip stitch. We're actually on our 3rd row. Chain 2 and then 3 more double crochets in that same hole. We put our crochet hook into the hole on the next set, do a slip stitch and chain 2. 3 double crochets in the same hole. Now we've finished 3 rows. And you can see how we've been working out of the corner. So we're at the end of the row. So we want to chain 6 because we want to make this piece larger. Count back 3 chains, 3 double crochets. So on each end, we're going to do chain 6. And this is how we increase the size of our project. There's our set of 4. Now we're going to turn our work. We work the inner stitches the same way. As you can see, find the hole, slip stitch, chain 2, 3 double crochets. This stitch is usually used to make washcloths or blankets because it is in fact a pattern that makes a square. But I found other things that I could make with it, and I'm going to show you some of those projects. So we're still working on the increase to make this square bigger. And then to about 5 or 6 rows, I will show you how to decrease to finish off the square. We're at the end again, as you see. Made a nice little corner. Let's continue to increase by chaining 6. We'll go over the increase again. We chain 6. We count back 3 chains. We do 3 double crochets, 1 in each chain. And then we turn our work. For the inner stitches, we go through that last stitch, do a slip stitch, and then chain 2 and 3 double crochets. So let's speed this up a little bit, and thanks for watching. And there you see, as we do each row, our piece gets larger. So we'll speed this up again. And then I'm going to show you how to decrease so you can make that square. But to recap, on each end you have to do 6 chains, count backwards to 3, crochet 3 double crochets in each, turn, and then you can go into your next stitch and work those evenly to the next end, where you'll chain 6 again. And that's always when you're doing an increase row. It really is such a pretty stitch to work with. So now we're going to get ready to decrease. You'll see that I have a perfect triangle. It's going to square off here. You'll see as we turn, we'll make that straight edge going across. Now for the first decrease, we're going to turn first and then do our 3 slip stitches. One, 2, 3. And now you can see how we're squaring off here. So now we have to chain to continue that straight line, but this time we're going to chain 3. and then we'll do our 3 double crochets. And you'll see when it's finished how that does make it lay better. And you can see now the corner is turned for decreasing. We're going to work our center stitches the same way as we did before. Chain 2 and 3 double crochets to make each set. I'm just crocheting this small square to show you how to increase and decrease. And for one of the projects that I make, I actually used a triangle. I just increase to the size I need the triangle, and I don't have to decrease. Okay, so we are at the other end of the row, and now we're going to decrease again. Insert the crochet hook in that last hole of the 4 stitches, slip knot, and turn. Then a slip stitch, 1, 2, 3. And now we're decreased on the other side. Remember, the only time you chain 3 is on the decrease when you turn after you do 3 slip stitches. Chain 3, 3 double crochets in that first hole. You chain 2 when you're working your sets of 4. I'll crochet to the other end, and I'll show you one more time how to decrease. Going to do our slip stitch, turn, and then there are 3 slip stitches, then chain 3, 3 more doubles in that hole, and we can finish this row. We're at the end of the row. Go into that whole slip stitch, turn, slip stitch 3 more times. As you can see, we are almost finished. Chain 3, 3 double crochets. This is going to be a really quick row because we're at the end now. Here we are as our decrease to our slip stitch, turn, 3 more slip stitch, and now we're going to finish off the corner. Chain 3, 3 double crochets, and now we're at the opposite end of where we started. We are basically joining that last end. And there you go. This is how you do the corner stitch. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to show you some of the other projects that I've made. I made this baby blanket, this baby hat and booties, which I used squares and triangles, and this really pretty shawl.
Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share GraCee Designs, and join me next time on Mornings with GraCee.